His mandate this weekend is RPM, respect, patience, and moment. As in one moment can change your entire game. So he's been beating that into the drivers over the course of the weekend. It must be said on Friday with varying levels of success, but they've got better and better over the course of the weekend.
Johnny, the guys were standing on the bridge beyond Iceberg Hill corner there because that's the shot coming down towards it. It's also a bit like the front wall of a rugby squad.
Bathurst. Let's check out some race facts. We're due for a checkered flag at around 5:45 here local time, which means 270 to 300 laps, which is the equivalent distance of Melbourne to Brisbane, or for the Euros, about London down to Madrid. Now, lots to talk about here. We'll touch shortly on what's happened here with last night's pole time, but we're looking at about 10 pit stops across the course of the day.
Green light, go, go, go.
To a fuel window of about 30 to 40 laps. So what does that look like in terms of a race strategy? Well, let's go back to 2017, which is probably the best strategy we ever saw. The Maranello team. Let's throw the field. They started the day. Tony Villander drove the car twice. Came to head at the Grey Hounds. Came to head at the Jamboree Cup. Another stop for Grey Hounds. Double stint for Villander at the end of the day. And then bang over to Jamboree Cup to finish it off. What does it look like in terms of driver time? Villander that day went 4 hours 20 minutes. Second World Cup. Grey Hounds doing about an hour less in the middle. So it's a lot to dissect, but I think we're going to see very similar strategies to what's happened here. Driver time. At 4 hours and 40 minutes, managing this driver time, particularly in very hot conditions, is going to be key to winning the Liquid Molly Bathurst 12 out here today.
Brilliant scenes on the grid. It's gradually beginning to clear it. If I look out over Harris Park, there are still people coming in this morning at 20 minutes before 6 o'clock. We'll have this extraordinary opening to the race. Your darkness practice, remember. So if you're a rookie here and you're starting the race, you've never seen this track in the dark before. Also, if you're coming to us on the international feed for the first time, the 12 hours starts when the Mercedes E63 safety car rolls off the race because of the darkness. It makes perfect sense, really. As you predict the race results, guys, but I'm going to say present.
Yeah, that's a good question. It's a million-dollar question, almost quite literally. The quality at the pointy end of this grid is the best we've ever seen qualifying one.
Detected. We've got some light damage on the front.
Like in its own right. Does Chitil have a livery this evening, Johnny, or it looked like a very white car, and I wasn't sure if it actually had a livery on it or not. Ah, yes, maybe.
I think that is his livery.
Yeah, I thought it was. That lap by Pet Yelenic gets him into the top 10 and 9th overall. 1.1 off the pace, so that midfield battle shaped up nicely. Bad news, Adam. I'm afraid.
Matt's now ahead of me, and I'm
Correct.
last.
Yes.
Well, I'm not last, but I'm last out of those who didn't have a qualifying ban.
Yeah, unfortunately. Sorry to break it to you.
Yeah,
Fine.
so
I'm going to
currently,
be staring at the arse end of William Matt.
Yeah, let's get a nice beamer backside to look at.
so we're just watching Sebastian there in the number 67 Porsche just struggle down the downhill section. As we have actually kind of finishing up now, so we've got a few more cars out on track at the moment on their hot laps, perhaps their final ones. Who is half a second
Will
up, Johnny?
Van Osten and currently in 8th.
Oh,
Who we're on board
Van
with,
Osten.
actually.
Oh, very aptly done, Johnny. Thank you. As he comes through the last corner. How many positions is he going to gain? Oh my goodness, jumps all the way up to 4th. A victory wobble.
That's a huge lap right at the end. Just as the time ticks down to 0, he's got himself onto the second row of the grid. Good going. Pat Jelinek, one of the few cars left on the track, he's 3/10 up, and he could jump from, it's currently 9th, he could be around 5th or 6th through this lap. He goes through the chase, loses a bit of time, but he is still 2/10 up. Lost about 2/10 in that little section there. Again, takes the last corner. Chance to maybe nick a position or two. Keeps it safe in the track limits, and he jumps to 7th, so that's good going as well. Last couple of cars finishing the qualifying laps, Timo Gwert being one of them. He's about dead level with his lap and stays 6th. Alright, so that's your final grid for the race. Oh, who's ready for 2 hours of this then? 2 whole hours of Bathurst.
No.
Oh, I am absolutely excited for this. There's a kind of sadistic kind of watching. There's going to be some carnage at some point. Let's be honest. Like even with the professional drivers, you see the same. But oh, thanks a million. Is that Hiker Vandadine subscribing for 11 months now? Oh Jesus. I mean,
Good going, Micah.
Jesus. Paired up.
Lindblom's exhausted already in chat. That does not bode well after 15 minutes of racing.
Well, he's got a minute and a half and change to recuperate some lost energy. You know, power through the end of I don't know, a dinner or like like energy bar, down a can of Red Bull.
The
Although
breakfast
then
of
again,
champions.
yeah, I think. Do you think more caffeine or less caffeine would help you through the mountain section, Adam?
Well, I've got some rum on the go. Is that going to help?
Sorry, Adam's got the runs. Oh, that's unfortunate.
No. Rum.
The toilet rig coming in handy at last, Adam.
Rum for the hills. I hear you. I hear you.
Oh. We'll not question what his jars are, Johnny. We'll just skip past that comment. Yeah. Bit of rum punch into the wall, Adam, in about 5 minutes.
5? Crikey, that'll be going well.
Well, the formation lap's quite a long one here, so... So just looking ahead to the race, we've got a 2-hour race with 2 pit stops and no pit window, so that really does open up quite a lot of pit lane possibilities, I guess. What would your thoughts be on strategy for this race, Hydra?
Well,
30 seconds.
is there any what are the mandatory pit requirements? Is it just tires or fuel or neither?
Both. Both.
No,
on
just
both.
fuel.
20 seconds.
Oh, is it? Oh, my
Just
bad.
fuel.
Fuel.
Okay. So in that case, it would be mostly. I would try and opt for like a one-stop thing, or like like a kind of go halfway and then change. But then, knowing that there's going to be probably some damage at some point, save one of those stops to be my okay. Here, I'm going to pop some fuel in, do my damage, and then hopefully, that's the only time I have to worry about that. But otherwise, I would be aiming for just on the hour pit and then go on till the end.
Yeah, that's what I'd
it needed.
Yeah, that's what I'd feel too. Feel it max, just stay out as long as possible. Pit inevitably when I stick in a wall somewhere. Is that
Yeah.
what you're thinking is, Adam?
I have gone max fuel to start, yes. And my pit strategy will be determined by when I crash.
Yeah. I think that's fair though, because I mean, like you don't want to be, like you kind of want to be open to adapt, as you say. Stevie in chat saying don't drive through. That's a fair point. Although then again, it is like one of the shortest pit lanes on the calendar, if I'm not mistaken. As we have the cars going up through the first straight to ascend the mountain for the first of many times this evening.
Mr. Groves in chat, 2 stops in 5 minutes to repair damage. Yeah, I think I could subscribe to that one.
There is no window tonight, which is good. So, you know, if you do have to hit early doors for damage, then it does count as one of your stops. That's good.
Yeah, saves that problem. If you're only doing 2 pit stops tonight, you've probably done well, I think. So, as the cars go up the mountain for the first time, I'll just give you a quick rundown of the grid then before we get to the race. So, starting the race at the front, we've got Ertegren in pro pole position, followed by Andy Hearn, De Bruyne, Van Ossenen, John Shield, Timo Guertin, Pet Jelinek, Daniel Lindblom, Ralph West, Seb Lythoff in 10. Then in 11th, you've got the all silver row cars. You've got Graham Jackson on silver pole position, followed by Zach Silver, Marek Schittel, Rhodes, Worrell, Marcel Seamer, Prescott, Lewin, Savchuk and Torn. Then you've got Willie Black and Matt Wilmot. They're the last of the pro runners in 22nd and 23rd. And then you've got Adam D, the wildcard driver, who's several runs deep, and Sam Page, who had a qualifying ban, bringing up the back in 25th.
I'm only one rum deep. I'm only allowed one drink a night these days.
Well, yeah, emergency car
Yeah,
duties.
in case we have to do an emergency run to the hospital.
Yeah.
So you
let's
not.
hope that-
Sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say, let's hope there's no mountain pass between himself and the hospital, because, boy, you could take those roads a little bit safer than you are at the moment.
There is quite a steep climb and a steep drop, but there's no walls either side, so
Are you describing a pyramid?
no. Johnny, shout some abuse in his ear again, please. Who's Phil?
I suppose, Adam, will have been allowed one rum. You're not going to get in that sweet spot of about 2 drinks deep where your confidence levels and ability levels both rise.
Well,
I'm just short of that.
He's chugged it just to try and make up for last time there. So
It's basically, you know, we were clearing out any low-level cupboards because you've got to do that sort of thing before the little one comes into your life. And we thought, well, maybe we should move the alcohol up high. And what that meant was that we dug the cupboard out and found out I still had a bottle of rum in there. So
Happy days. Alright. As we enter the last section, we're getting ready to go racing, I suppose, in about 30 seconds or so.
yeah,
Chaps, race predictions? Oh, sorry,
I was just gonna say, like, I wouldn't be worried about kind of the little ones crawling around, because I think it's the cars crawling around this track we're gonna have to worry about fairly soon.
Yeah, there could be 1 or 2 of those.
I think Ortegren's pace is looking pretty good, so I put my safe prediction there, but the mountain might have other ideas.
Oh, wow, that must have been a serious lag. There was a car dug into the grass.
I'm going to go for Andy Hearn. He's needs a bit of luck this season as we get ready to go. Good luck, Adam, and good luck everyone racing. Here we go into turn 1 as Andy Hearn has a very, very deep start pit box. He's already behind Devoid already loses the spot. Ertegren gets off well at the front. Andy Hearn goes to the outside and is overtaken by Will van Ossenen. All clean at the front as they go down the straight for the first time. Can Andy Hearn get a slipstream into this quarry turn 2?
Zach Silver's already in the pits.
That's interesting. Also
I've got a feeling he might have been the car on its front end dug into the grass.
That's quite
I'm going to request maybe Johnny gets a replay of that, maybe just to ascertain what happened there at a later point in time. With that lap one up the mountain.
Yeah, so
no
we
traffic jam as of yet.
Touch wood, it's all going well. Follow Andy Hearn in 4th place uphill for the first time.
That looked like the Porsche of Sebastian right off there, just kind of having a little kiss on the barriers, of course.
It's all 1 by 1 going into the mountain, which is good. Into the Skyline and S's section for the first time as they go downhill.
I have a little bit of concertina damage. Car in the wall in front of me, it's Remco torn. Just bounced off of it and got away with it.
Dixonhurst struggling a bit. He's the first to take that run-off area.
Ow, Savchuk just went hard into the wall.
That's looking at the many cars involved. Looks like we're going to get replay on that one. Ow. Big snapper over steering to the wall there for Dixonhurst just at the bottom of your screen. Ooh, and even bigger from Savchuk. Fortunately, not many cars behind him, so it didn't cause too much of a coming together. So we jump back to the front with Wilbert van Ossenen in 3rd place in the AMG Mercedes. And that's the first lap down, guys. How was that for you, Adam? I know you got a bit of damage?
Steve Worrell's pointing in the wrong direction. Yeah, I've got a little bit of damage, but I've made up some places, so alright, yeah, and I'm still actually directly behind the car and not 3 seconds behind one, so
Nice.
and I'm ahead of Wilmot, so happy days.
That accident by Steve Worrell does drop him down to the last of the on-track runners, but as Bathurst accident go, that is not a bad one, as it didn't actually involve him hitting anything, which is a rarity. He's losing his own. But he does still have a yellow flag, so I don't know quite what his issue is there. We've got De Vroid, Van Ossenen and Hearn going uphill. Nose to tail. Ooh, that was a strange one. They both just seemed to hit the wall on their own there, didn't they? I don't think there was any contact.
Yeah, it didn't look like there was anything.
I wonder if Hearn just... I wonder if he just followed Will's braking zone and did the same thing. Very odd.
It is tempting to do that, especially when you can't quite see ahead of you when you've got that big AMG. Oh, he catches barriers, he's going to dodge the wall. He is
A bit of trouble there. Does well to rejoin and not lose too many positions there, or too much man. That AMG looks a handful already for him. Back to Steve Worrell, he's underway again. But he is down in 24th out of 25 cars. I think Zach Silver's just got underway as well. Ooh, that's such an awkward spot to rejoin in. Oh dear.
Oh, there's a traffic jam.
Yeah, there's quite a bad traffic jam, Adam. As John Shield
Oh
gets...
my goodness, that's one way to clear them.
I mean, he's probably done everyone a favour there. Let's have a look then on the downhill section. Seems to be going quite smoothly. Oh dear.
Oh, we got contact. Castro, that Paddy Jelinek, I think maybe just...
That is so awful to watch a car stuck there, because he just can't do anything, can he? That just shows you how tough this track is. Just a little nose-to-tail bump and it's dropped Shield from a comfortably top 10 position to 18th and quite a bit of damage, I think. So just to touch back on the front, Ertegren still leads. He's got a 5-second lead from Andy Hearn, who's benefit from that little bit of trouble Will van Ossen had. Thibaut Guert and Leithoff and Will van Ossen are just behind him. So we jump on board with Thibaut Guert.
Yeah, we just saw Greg Prescott just getting into the pits there just to recover from some damage sustained, no doubt. Only 5 minutes into the race. An hour and 55 left to go.
Well, yeah, we've only had a couple of yellow flags.
What, this isn't a 25-minute sprint race?
Wait, did something happen light off there? He seemed to disappear off of this, into the background. And he just had to see Van Osten just skipping the over the dirt again.
Yeah,
so
correct.
a lot. Just have it confirmed that it wasn't anything too bad for Seb, so that's good to see. Good to see.
Yeah, definitely. Greg Prescott, the first car to pit, as you just saw, he's done a 27-second pit stop. So he's, if he had damage, he didn't have too much at least, so it might not have cost him a huge amount.
He was the one that was stuck on Cheel.
Yeah, one of many cars stuck on him, I think. Good luck to that accident.
Fiddler's elbow or whatever it's called.
Oh, Andy Hearn's gone round.
As a result of contact with Thibaut, so that was a banging of elbows, you could say. Huh?
Yeah. Can't tell you. Aspen elbow? Maybe?
Silver 21, thanks for the follow. I'm going to guess that might be Zach.
Zach Silver in chat, if only my internet could last for 2 more hours. Well, I mean, at least it went early doors and not like 1 hour 59 minutes into the race when you're on the verge of a result, I guess. That's one slight positive. As Andy Hearn pits after that incident. Feel sorry for Andy. It's happened a few times. He was second on track, and that accident dropped him down to about 12. And he's now 19. Pretty unlucky there.
Pretty unlucky, but I will say it probably, like, if you're going to get punted or if you're going to suffer damage on the track, the turn prior to the pit lane entry is probably the one that you want it to happen at. So he's maybe kind of counting his blessings that it wasn't going up the mountain or anything like that. So I think Hearn is one of the drivers that we'll see. Like he's like, I'd say he'd be well able to kind of mount a comeback as we've seen over the last few weeks.
It's definitely got the pace to do that, and he is rejoined in 21st, I think. Yeah, 21st. Quite a recovery job on him over the next hour and 50 odd minutes.
Yeah, so I mean, that is handy. But that does kind of leave him in the position now where he'd be looking to pit probably around the hour mark and then go to the end on that maybe second set of tyres. So I'll be curious to see, as we have Sam Page also in the pits as well. NMD all the way up into 15th.
My nose is bleeding.
Yeah, I just about to ask you that question. Funnily enough, Adam.
The altitude of the mountain, too much.
The altitude of 15th, too much. Yeah, I've got a recovering Cheel chasing me pretty quickly.
Well done, mate. Personal best.
Yeah. So what's your plan here? Because Teal was pretty quick in
Drive.
qualifying. Are you gonna not battle him too hard, or?
I'm not going to give him an easy pass, but at the same time, I'm not going to lose a load of time as a result of it. The most important thing is to beat Matt tonight. So, did I say that out loud?
Yeah, you're currently on track to do that, Adam. As Sam Page comes out of the pits with his stop.
Adam tucks in behind.
Tommy.
Adam developing a foot fetish. Oh no.
Moving swiftly on, we've got we've got a cucumber bush in chat, everyone. Hi.
Range in the rear.
Not moving that far on from the foot fetish, I suppose.
Oh no. You can bring the bush now, so.
Quick yellow flag out there for WVO, I think, and Daniel Lindblom's tumbling down the order. So what's going on there? That is an unfortunate position to be in. How does he get out of this one? Oh, he got Porsche, I think. I mean, first of all, unlucky Daniel, because that's cost him massively. He's dropped from inside the top 5 to 21st, but
Was he
that's
car 823 by any chance?
he was, yes. Oh,
He's just been disqualified for driving in the wrong way.
Ouch. That's so unlucky for Daniel Lindblom. You saw the Porsche do its famous end swapping routine.
Oh, I just hit the wall.
As Willie Black gets a draft from Wilbert van Osten, a very poorly AMG. He's going to get caught in the straights as the camera angle switched at the wrong time. So Will van Osten battle with Willie Black and Mads will see him.
Oh, and he's. Oh, I say, yeah, there must be some aero damage because he just seemed to lose the back end there going through the elbow or through the kink. Luckily, he didn't take too much damage off the barrier there.
Yeah, I think he's going to pit. Yeah, there we go. Because we've seen it already on the stream about 3 or 4 times. The back end of that AMG's been so loose in the fast stuff, and it's just done it again. And yeah, like you say, hopefully it's not costing too much, but we are seeing a few cars coming to the pits for their stop now.
Yeah,
Only 10 minutes.
Vest in ahead of him, Worrell in the pits as well. So this is going to really change the complexion as we go on because we've seen a lot of the top 5, top 10 drivers suffering from success perhaps, but dropping back as they take their first pits due to damage. We're only 10 minutes in as we have another yellow flag, so we're on track. But like it's that's Prescott again.
And look at that. The track's barely wider than the car.
Yeah, he's got the leader coming up, so he's trying to stay still to be predictable, which is good. Leader's gonna go around him. He's gonna forward and try and go. Nicely done. Misses the barrier on that 3-point turn. Just about.
Doing his best Austin Powers impression there. The first one we've seen tonight, I think. So in chat, Zach Silver Adam developing a foot fetish isn't surprising. He's addicted to mashing the throttle.
Ah, good, yes.
Paul Robert Barker, is anyone from RTO Racing? I don't actually know, to be honest. Off the top of my head. No, Johnny confirms he doesn't think there is. Sorry about that. They're all on split 1. There we go. We're not. Unfortunately, this is split 2 we're streaming tonight. Yeah.
We have a move down the inside of. Oh no! This resulted in contact. I'd like to. Yeah, it looked like there was space being given, but ultimately the two of them made contact going into the chase.
That puts Graham Jackson up into 4th for the silver split. He's going strong. He's had until then he's had quite a quiet race, gone on the radar, and he's in 4th. So he's had a successful opening 15 minutes.
Yeah, I thought I saw him take a spin or something, but maybe I got confused with someone else.
Johnny, Stevie in chat asking, whoops, as we see Remco Torn stick it in the wall. Will he pit to repair the damage? Yes, he does.
I wonder if he was carrying damage from the mountain and was suffering with the handling of the car.
Yeah, it did look a strange one. He just couldn't keep out of the wall, could he? And this, I suppose, as we follow Willie Black as he goes uphill, this highlights just what you do at Bathurst. You stay out of trouble, doesn't matter what you do in qualifying, and you're going to be ninth pretty quickly, because he's barely featured on the stream making an overtake. Was one of the slower cars in qualifying, and here he is plodding around inside the top 10 all of a sudden.
Yeah, great showing.
And a great livery and a great team name. They're after me Lucky Charms, for anyone who can't see that.
Gotta say it right. Hydra, you do it.
Sorry, say which?
Willie Black's team name.
They're after me, Lucky Charms.
You're after me, Lucky Charms.
Or if you're from Dublin, they're after me, bleeding Lucky Charms.
Yeah, Johnny.
Oh my God, we've cursed them. Thanks a lot, guys. I didn't want to do it. You made me do the accent, and now look. I can attribute this crash at the Bentley corner only to, and as the direct result of peer pressure.
Oh, balls. I'm in the wall again.
Dear. How many times was that, Adam?
4.
Oh. He's still going strong. As
Battle
we follow...
Here, yeah, battle for
Chittle.
P5.
Just
Look
drives
like
around the
there's-
outside of him.
Yeah, it looked like there was a little bump coming through the elbow, the kink.
Lythoff comes back at him up the inside. Chittle runs a bit wide and surrenders a position. Lythoff keeps the inside line going into turn 1 on the start of a new lap. Going side by side here. As traffic comes out of the pits to throw more problems into there. Pat Jelinek getting involved as well with the Chittle and Lythoff battle. What will be helping Lythoff here is that draft off the lap traffic in front, because that'll be a big help to the Porsche in this part of the track where it struggles. It
We're
looks
going
like
to see cars side by side through turn 2.
It's got side by side with Lythoff about 3 times now, but it's just not quite had on the brakes as they over the Porsche. Got to be patient on this part of the track. Absolutely no space to overtake. As a lapped McLaren's starting to get in the way. They're going to do well to get out of the way of these 3. I think that might be Greg Prescott who we saw having trouble a minute ago. Got to keep it out of trouble now.
I think that's right, yeah.
Yeah, the only deliveried McLaren is Greg, yeah.
Zach Silver in chat. This is Bathurst, so they're after me Tim Tams, for anyone who can do an Australian accent.
A dingo ate my Tim Tams.
No, that was terrible. That was awful. He sounded almost scouse.
What was Pat Jelinek just on
Well,
none of it?
a lot of English folks actually found their way to Australia, Adam, so I hate to break it to you, but I'm actually correct here.
To be fair, I'm surprised that Johnny's not in Australia.
Why? I don't get
Well,
that.
what type of British people went to Australia?
The best.
The best. The one's so good they had to get rid of him.
Are you accusing Johnny of crimes?
Yes, against humanity. Johnny's quickly Googling what British people went to Australia.
Holidays!
Wait a minute.
What? They went on Qantas? What?
I'm going to see Steve Irwin.
Is
As we
Johnny from
have-
Birmingham now?
I don't know accents.
We've got a couple of cars actually have taken both pit stops. So the Vest, Sam Page and Steve Worrell have all taken 2. They're going to be doing extra pit stops because the car can't do an hour and 42 minutes on fuel. Could be a long evening for
Maybe
those
not
two
your
guys.
car.
If you stick it in the formation lap mode,
If you coast all the way down the mountain, I'm sure you'll save like a good half liter.
turn the ignition off and hold everyone up behind you. You'll be fine.
That's how Adam's gonna hold on to 17th place.
Put the hazard lights on. Swerve all over the wall.
Only gently.
This battle looking forward to going on and on. Chittle and Jelinek. Seb Lythoff pitted to repair damage, so he's removed himself from the race. Probably the quickest or the closest battle on track is Pat Jelinek rubber bands all over the place. That's quite terrifying to see.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's so difficult to chase through.
So coming up to a yellow flag actually, this could be interesting. Not sure who that is. Oh dear, that looks like a traffic jam.
looked like 2 cars involved. Was that Chittle after getting involved in that? 5th place?
But yeah, so we've now got Pat Jelinek, Marcel Seamer, Graham Jackson, and Marek Chittle all together on track. I can't quite figure out who was it, sorry, Johnny? Graham Jackson, that was the silver leader who's dropped from 4th to 6th due to that spin. Unlucky Graham, but he's still in a good position overall. As this battle could get quite messy with so many cars on track. Someone's cut the chicane. That's an awkward place to get on the grass. Keeps it out of traffic, fortunately. And I think that McLaren could be struggling a little bit because it did not take the track at all there. As Graham Jackson pits for damage. Everyone else stays out there, which has surprised me a bit because that were quite a big coming together on the downhill section.
Unfortunate camera angles.